weird being like videotaping yourself, talking to yourself, and not really sure how people feel about that. So I've never really, like the videos I've done in the past, you know, I just wouldn't show the hunters I'm with or anything like that because I don't know how they feel about that. I just rolled a smoke and drove in 100 kilometers an hour while steering with my knee. And for Americans, 100 kilometers an hour is about 60 miles. So I'll probably be up at my camping spot within the hour. It's not that far. I live kind of rural already. It only takes about an hour. It can take even less than that, like half hour, and you're in the wilderness. And hopefully I don't really see too many hunters. And hopefully I get the camp spot I want, because that place is fucking beautiful. It's a very remote spot. The road that you take to go in, it just dead ends, probably 5 kilometers in. And there's only one camp spot at the lake that I'm going to, or hopefully going to. And so there's no traffic. So hopefully I kind of get that spot to myself, and I don't have to worry about other hunters. It kind of makes it a little bit better in that way, because then we're not scaring off each other's hunting goals and stuff like that, right? One road. This is heading towards Jasper, Alberta, and it's the main highway. So I just got onto the dirt road, and I'm going to be heading up. Just going to load up my gun because I have a flintlock muzzleloader. Now some people might say this is sacrilegious to put a red dot scope sight on a flintlock. Hey, flintlock. But I don't really fucking care, because I'm already at a disadvantage having this gun, because it's only accurate up to about 150 feet. So first, I just put the flint in there. That's what creates the spark on the pan. See? Flintlocks, they're meant to shoot black powder, like actual black powder. But you can use a thing called pyrodex, which is it's got a different chemical composition in it. But because it burns at I think it's a higher rate, it might not fire properly. So what I do is I take some of my pan primer, the stuff that I put in here before I shoot, put a little bit down at the end, and then it will help. Now I've set up so this is 2FG. So it goes from 1FG to 4FG. 1FG being like cannons, 2FG being like larger rifles. This is a 50 cal. 3FG, which is like handguns to small rifles, and 4FG, which is you can use in handguns, but it's also for the pan prime. So I've pre-measured 90 grain of pyrodex. Put down there. So then you can tell I'm a construction worker because I'm using a Olfa knife blade holder for my ball, because I use round ball, and this is a chalk line that I cleaned out, washed out, and used that for my pan prime. The shot I shoot, it's a round ball. This is the patch. It's a pre-oiled patch. And then you put the patch in the ball. And then I made this. It's just a ball starter. It's got a little notch there and a longer one. start it. Then you take out the ramrod. Think about flintlock. If you don't load it properly, and there's a space between your powder for your charge and your ball and patch, if there's a space in between that, you can create an explosion in the chamber right there. So if you're about to fire, it can like explode your gun. So you always got to make sure that when you pound it down, you actually get all the way down and make it super tight. You got to create that spot for it to just, you know. I might not even leave my camp. I might just be too fucking terrified to go hunting by myself. I'll just sit at my camp the whole fucking time. So anyways, back in the truck. Time to find out if my camp spot is taken or not. Hopefully it's not, because I want that camp spot. I want that fucking camp spot. Well, I made it to my camp spot. Nice little lake here. Got my trailer and truck just parked, and except the tent trailer, because you know I got stuff. I'll just videotape and speed this up after. Set up camp, and all tarped out and everything. So one of the tasks I had to do while I was out here is kind of fix up this shitty bridge. This creek, the last time I was down here, about 7 years ago, this creek wasn't this big. You could cross it, so it looks like there's a lot of runoff coming from the mountains right now. Like, I'm sure I could pass it, and I might, but my feet are gonna get fucking wet, and what do you do? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of sit in my truck for a bit. See if I hear anything, I guess. It's warm. camp. Somebody had set this up years ago. I actually think it might have been my dad, to be honest with you. See, this is this is camping in luxury for me. So my good buddy Mike, for my birthday, which was 2 days ago, he bought me a little present. Cinnamony. That's delicious. If anything, if all else fails, I'm at a beautiful little lake. There's no one around. And get some me time. And yeah. There's always an upside to it all, right? So you can't see me because it's dark. But I'm sitting here. I just got to my spot. I'm just taking some time to be real quiet. Sit here for about 20 minutes. Then I'll make a call. Then, like, it's actually quite lonely out here. And you have no one to talk to. So unless I continually record myself just sitting there with no one to talk to, gets kind of boring. Not sure exactly what to do with my time, you know? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so that's that. I'm here again. I haven't really been videotaping myself today. I figure if I come to the same spot over and over again and I keep making moose calls, there's gotta be a moose around that'll hear it, right? And then eventually it'll come walking through this area. That's what I figure. Now, whether or not that'll work, I don't know. There's a good chance I could have picked the wrong spot to hunt. But every place you go could be the wrong spot. Because coming across an animal in the woods, especially in this kind of tinder, it's so hard. Because there's animals everywhere. But they don't hang out on these dirt roads. So unless you have some kind of big opening that you can actually see them from, you know, it's all... So the last time I came out to this lake with my dad, in 2013 or 14 or something, one of the nights we were sitting by the campfire, then all of a sudden, across the lake, what can only be described as a woo girl. You know what I mean? Like that woo! My dad said he thought it was a screech owl. But I don't know. I think it was a Sasquatch, but my dad always told me there was a rule about when you're out in the bush and if you're wearing a hat, never let anybody see your hair. But I'm just saying. I look fucking good. Tomorrow or Wednesday, my boss and coworker might show up for the day, I guess. That'd make my time out here a little less lonely. Let's do another moose call. That's how dumb moose are. Because that sounds nothing like a cow. Like nothing. I've heard a cow. It's got like this guttural throat gurgle thing. Never heard anything like it before. It was nuts. But that's just because I got too close to her and her calf. She started making some weird noises and I was like, ooh, ooh. Ooh, I keep hearing a faint thumping sound behind me. Not really like a footstep or something. But like something being thrown. Like that loud sound of something thudding on the ground. Usually you can tell the difference between a footstep because you'll hear cracking. This just sounds like something's going boom. I've heard like 3 or 4 of them now. I don't know what the fuck it is. Well, we'll see. Well, it's day 2, I guess, but day 3. Woke up. It was really windy. It started raining, or it was raining. So that sucked. Because the thing about a flintlock, it's not like your average rifle. You gotta keep it all dry. The powder can get wet, and then it won't fire. So I can't really walk around or do anything in the rain with my gun. So that's awesome. We'll see. We will see. It's just getting light out now. So, well, the sun came out. We'll see how long that lasts. It's pretty chilly this morning. Another hunter and his wife are roaming these parts. Came up on me about an hour ago with their side-by-side. Might have scared off anything in the bush, because I've been pretty fucking quiet. So, I might just go back to camp now. It's about 10 o'clock. Been here for 4 hours. Haven't heard anything. except squirrels. Those little bastards. So I decided to cut my camp trip short. It was a great camping spot. The area is just a little too overgrown. Kind of hard to hunt it unless something like just pops out in front of you. That and the fact that I really don't like camping alone at all. I would not do good in that show alone at all. I just can't do it. It's 2 days of, you know, stuff. A lot of hunters out here. Anyways, that's it for now. Hopefully I get something at some point this year. That'd be great. On my way out. Gotta go slow though. This dirt road is so bumpy.